You just made your fraction strips, and now we're going to continue with Module 5, Lesson 1 to show how the IXL that we're doing today relates to how we made our fraction strips. The objective for today's lesson is to break apart a whole into fractional units. So you broke apart those fraction strips into fractional units, and now let's look at the IXL. So I'm going to show you this example first, and then we'll do the other two examples together. It says select the picture that shows equal parts. If we look at this first orangish circle, you can see that this part right here is much larger than either of these two parts. If it's larger, that means it is not the same size, which means it is not equal. So I'm going to cross that one out because that picture does not show equal parts. Next, let's look at my blue circle. You can see that this line here goes exactly down the middle that way, and this line here goes exactly down the middle the other way, and all four pieces appear to be the same size. So that picture does show equal parts. So I'm going to circle that one, but just to be safe, let's take a look at our last shape and make sure that one doesn't show equal parts. This triangle, you can see that this piece on the left is very small and this piece in the middle is very large, so they are not the same size. Okay, let's take a look at one together. Here we have a green circle that's broken into 1, 2, 3, 4 different parts. We can see that some of the parts are smaller than other parts. Next, we have this purplish rectangle, and it's broken into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And you can see that all the parts appear to be the same size. And then we'll look at this third shape, this pink triangle, and you can see that it's not split exactly down the middle, even though it's in two pieces, or halves is what that would be if it were split down the middle. You can see this piece on the left is larger than the piece on the right. Go ahead and hold up with your fingers which picture shows equal parts. Picture 1, picture 2, or picture 3. Go ahead and hold up with your fingers which picture shows equal parts. Okay, you should have been holding up 2 fingers. This picture is broken into fourths. There are 4 equal pieces, which means each of the pieces are the same size. So you can see what they did was broke it in half and then broke each of those in half again to make 4 equal pieces, just like we folded our fraction strip and then folded it again to make fourths. Okay, let's look at one more example. Select the picture that shows equal parts. This time we have 4 different pictures. All 4, let's see, not all 4 of them. Picture number 1, picture number 3, and picture number 4 are all broken into 3 pieces. Picture number 2 is broken into 2 pieces. We know 2 pieces would be halves. And this does not appear to be broken in half. The line doesn't appear to be exactly in the middle. Okay. And then we have our other 3 pictures that are both broken into 3 pieces, which should be thirds if all the pieces are exactly the same size. So I'm going to give you just a moment to take a look at these pictures and think in your head which number shows equal parts. Don't hold it up yet, just be thinking in your head. Okay, go ahead and hold up your fingers showing me which number you think has equal parts. You should have been holding up number 3. Number 3 is broken into thirds. You can see that all 3 pieces are exactly the same size. So this is broken into thirds. Okay. So for your homework today that you'll be working on alone, you're just going to be doing that same thing that we just practiced on IXL. Select the picture that shows equal parts. Okay, as you get farther along, it might have you look and select more than one. Okay, it might tell you to select all of the pictures that show equal parts, and then you might have to select more than one shape, so make sure you're paying attention to that. This is going to be IXL Skill V1, which is identifying equal parts. Go ahead and get started.